Admiral Zheng He, 1371–1433, embarked on 7 voyages spanning Southeast Asia, South Asia, West Asia, and East Africa between 1405 and 1433. He served as a Chinese mariner, explorer, and diplomat during the early Ming dynasty. During one of these expeditions, he encountered a tempest. Just as the ship seemed destined to be lost, a light emerged at the masthead, and the miraculous radiance quelled the turbulent waters. Following this voyage, Admiral Zheng He came to believe that the guiding light was none other than the goddess Mazu. The term Mazu is composed of 2 words, Ma and Zu. In Chinese, Ma signifies mother, while Zu denotes ancestor. When combined, the term Mazu can be interpreted as ancestor mother or eternal mother. Mazu is a revered Chinese sea goddess, embodying the deified essence of the legendary figure Lin Mo or Lin Monyang, a shamaness originating from Fujian, whose existence is traditionally believed to have spanned from 960 to 987. Revered after her passing, she became a protective patron for seafarers, particularly fishermen and sailors. Born on the 23rd day of the 3rd lunar month in AD 960, Lin Mo's entrance into the world was marked by an absence of tears or cries, hence her name Mo, which in Chinese signifies silence. She was noted to be the 6th or 7th daughter of Lin Yuan, a local fisherman. Despite her parents' prayer to Guanyin, the goddess of compassion, for a son, another daughter was bestowed upon them. In a dream, Lin Mo's mother received a mystical pill from Guanyin, leading to Lin Mo's unconventional birth, a radiant flash of fragrant red light, a symbol of divine intervention. Despite being born mute, Lin Mo showcased remarkable attributes that set her apart. During her formative years, she displayed exceptional intelligence, mastering Confucian teachings by age 8 and delving into principal Buddhist sutras by 11. A Taoist master named Xianliang recognized her abilities and guided her. By 13, she had gained the ability to foresee the future, predict the weather, and traverse realms in spirit form. Engaging in deep trances, she experienced divine visions. Lin Mo's affinity for medicine led her to become a skilled healer in her community. Despite starting to swim relatively late, at age 15, she rapidly excelled, ultimately guiding fishing boats to safety even amid tumultuous weather. She also had strong affinities with Guanyin, pledging to embrace a life of celibacy following in her idol's footsteps. A crucial juncture in her narrative occurred when her father and 4 brothers embarked on a fishing expedition near Mazu Island. Suddenly, dark clouds obscured the sun. Accompanied by fierce coastal gales, a hurricane was upon them. As the turbulent waves rocked their boat, it succumbed to the onslaught, capsizing. Simultaneously, while engrossed in her weaving, Lin Mo entered a profound trance. In her ethereal state, she projected her consciousness to her father and brother's imperiled vessel, witnessing their dire situation. Through her intervention, she managed to guide her brothers to safety on land. Regrettably, her attempt to rescue her father was disrupted when her mother roused her from her trance prematurely. Overwhelmed by sorrow, Lin Mo cast herself into the sea from a mountain summit. Just before touching the water's surface, her form underwent a radiant transformation into a celestial beam of light, ascending to the heavens. In this profound metamorphosis, she emerged as the revered goddess Mazu. A gravesite on Nangan, Matsu Island is believed to commemorate her legacy. As the maritime patron, her temples were among the first structures to be established by arriving overseas Chinese communities, serving as an expression of gratitude for safe sea voyages. Over time, her cult extended across China's coastal areas and diaspora communities in Southeast Asia. Presently, the practice of Mazuism extends across approximately 1,500 temples spanning 26 countries worldwide, with nearly 1,000 of them situated in Taiwan. Estimates are that she has over 100 million devotees worldwide. There is a compelling reason for her popularity. She is renowned for her profound compassion, with some believing she is a manifestation of Guanyin, the goddess of mercy, and is considered one of the most potent deities in terms of fulfilling the desires of worshippers. A narrative within the Taoist canon recounts the tale of the Jade Woman of Marvelous Deeds, a star from the Big Dipper brought to earth by Lao Jun, the divine embodiment of Laozi. This act was an expression of compassion for those who might encounter perils at sea. This star's incarnation as Mazu entails a solemn pledge not only to safeguard seafarers but also to oversee the intricacies of life and death, offering assistance to anyone who invokes her aid. Preceding the onset of typhoons, sailors often reported sighting Mazu's vibrant crimson garments adorning the waters, serving as a forewarning of the impending tempest. Mazu's manifestation takes the form of a radiant beam of light that sailors encounter when in dire straits. There are also instances where sailors have recounted witnessing the goddess herself, riding upon a chariot of clouds, coming to their rescue. During World War II, as the US conducted bombings in Taiwan, stories emerged that Mazu intercepted bombs and shielded the populace from harm. In addition to aiding in times of adversity, such as droughts, floods, epidemics, piracy, and banditry, her protective role extended to aiding women during childbirth and assisting in conception. In contemporary times, a visit to a Mazu temple reveals that it encompasses not only a Mazu statue but also a comprehensive pantheon of Taoist gods and goddesses. These temples have assimilated the practices of other local shamanesses, including the two remaining three princesses of Xianliang, and incorporated certain lesser maritime and agricultural deities like Lu Mian and Zhang the heavenly instructor. Furthermore, her temples frequently feature protective door gods, with Xianliang, eyes that can see 1,000 miles, and Xuanfeng'er, ears that can hear the wind, being the most common manifestations, depicted as demons with distinct features such as horns and jewel-like eyes. This is based on the myth that these two demons became enamored with her. Mazu challenged them, proposing that she would wed the one who managed to defeat her in combat. However, utilizing her mastery of martial arts, she overpowered both demons. Afterward, she forged a friendship with them and enlisted them as her protective generals. The major festivals of Mazuism revolve around two significant occasions: Lin Wanyang's traditional birthday on the 23rd day of the third month of the Chinese lunar calendar and the anniversary of Mazu's death or ascent to heaven, observed on the Double Ninth Festival, which falls on the 9th day of the 9th lunar month. In Taiwan, a notable pilgrimage event is the Dajia Mazu pilgrimage, where millions of devoted pilgrims undertake arduous journeys covering over 300 kilometers. They carry a litter adorned with statues of the goddess, traveling from Jenn Lann Temple in Dajia, Taichung, to Fengtian Temple in Xianliang, Jiayi. Along the way, they make stops at numerous temples. This 9-day festival garners substantial crowds of pilgrims who accompany the sacred litter. Before the procession commences, a ritual called Jiaogao is performed at Jenn Lann Temple, using Po divination to determine the starting date of the pilgrimage. On the day preceding the journey, another ceremony known as Qian is held at Jenn Lann Temple, seeking blessings for a safe and prosperous pilgrimage. During this ceremony, Mazu is formally invited to embark upon the litter. The litter houses 3 statues of Mazu in her different forms. Throughout the pilgrimage, the Mazu litter is carried by a group of 8 individuals and occupies a position towards the rear of the procession. Many pilgrims adhere to a vegetarian diet during the journey, and villages along the route provide sustenance to the passing devotees. In Xianliang, a significant moment occurs as Mazu is transferred onto the altar of Fengtian Temple. A celebratory ceremony follows, commemorating the goddess' birthday and invoking blessings of good fortune. A distinctive and widespread custom observed during Mazu processions is the kneeling ritual. Participants have the option to either kneel on the ground for the litter to pass over them or to crawl beneath a stationary litter. Originating as an expression of gratitude towards Mazu, this ritual has evolved to encompass pleas for protection and luck. Another major Mazu pilgrimage in Taiwan is the annual Baishitan Mazu pilgrimage, which unfolds in the western plains of Taiwan. This pilgrimage typically spans from lunar January to April and covers a total distance of approximately 400 kilometers. Another significant festival revolves around the Tianhou Temple in Lakan. Mazu devotees may also find it meaningful to visit the following temples in China: Meizhou Mazu Temple on Meizhou Island and Xianliang Harbour Tianhou Ancestor Temple, both situated in Putian, Fujian. These temples are believed to be the very locations where she was born and resided.